Hey everyone, I'm here with the McLaren 650S. I'm at McLaren of Beverly Hills in California, and I'm just going to do a quick walk around of the car. This is in a beautiful red metallic paint job, and this is the 650S, so this has 650 horsepower, twin turbo V8 engine. There are a few different cars on display here. Fortunately, I don't see any P1s, but those are pretty exclusive. Got the scissor doors, you got the carbon fiber tub, the monocoque. It's underneath the carpeted section of the vehicle. And as you can see, it's a very minimalist design inside. Very nice. Has center display with all of your controls. I don't want to get too close to the car. But this is the convertible top is located underneath this section here. It's all powered, so that section will lift up when you want to retract or cover the vehicle. You know, I believe this is a little bit older style to the 650S, if I'm not mistaken. The back end is a little bit different than some of the newer cars. So I believe this is a little bit older model, but I might be mistaken because I've seen the new McLaren 650S has a little bit more of the styling cues from the P1. You can see the twin turbo V8 engine on this hood here. Back hood, I should say, back cover. But we got a few different vehicles on display. The 650S with the newer stylings over here. So let's go take a quick look at that. Both scissor doors. The one I was just looking at is a convertible. This is a coupe with more carbon fiber accents throughout on the side. Scissor doors, of course. Brilliant rims with the same color calipers as they do have the paint job on the side. So as you can tell, the front end is a little bit more of the P1 style. It could be a little bit bright and reflective, but I really want to show you the paint job and how it sparkles in the sunlight. Now, if you want to lease this car, it's going to be $2,646 a month, just to give you a little perspective on how expensive this thing is. Really glows though in this light. Paint job's fantastic. Orange seat belts, of course. Orange accents throughout the interior. Carbon fiber on the center dash. So this is a brand new model. This is the 650S with a restyled back end. I believe it's new for either 2015 or 2016 with the more of a P1 look on the back. They have a few different models here, including a kind of a, what do you call it, a used pre-owned McLaren 12C right here in this brilliant white color. It doesn't really sparkle, it looks more like a gloss color than a metallic, but still very pretty nonetheless. And that's why this back end here looks more like the older back end that I showed you on the 650S earlier in the video. There are a few different models here. I think this is another 675 over here. Very pretty car. I love this blue color. I'm a fan of the blue color in my opinion. This is the convertible, because you can tell it has the hard top section here, and that would fold back into the rear of the vehicle right there. So as you can tell, these are 650S's, and all the models are designated right there on the carbon fiber side trim right there. It says yellow calipers. I think you can just designate whatever color calipers you want, and these are the carbon ceramic brakes right there. Very beautiful car. This is a little bit of the structure of the vehicle. As you can tell, there's no engine in the front. It's a mid-engine car, so you got some of the space in the middle there is going to be for your luggage if you have the full vehicle on display. So this would be like some of your safety bracing and the structure that would keep you safe in an accident. But you can tell you have the whole carbon fiber monocoque here, the entire tub around the driver. It's not this, you know, it's not the pretty carbon fiber. This is the dry carbon fiber. The wet carbon fiber is the type that has a glossy finish, but since the carbon fiber tub is not really on display for a typical user of the vehicle, they're not going to have the glossy finish and go through the expense of making a wet carbon fiber look. So this is what real dry carbon fiber looks like. Still the same strength and durability as wet carbon fiber, just not as pretty. So you can tell exactly how the structure is completely made, and you have twin turbo V8 engine, of course, in the middle of the car, situated between the rear axle and the carbon fiber monocoque tub. You have the exhaust, and if you're really on it, this car, if it starts to burn a little rich, and you're really flooring and flogging it around track, you will have flames that will come out the back end of the car if you're revving it a lot. And this is the bumper system, as most cars have. You know, it's just going to be right behind your rear bumper to protect you from a rear end collision, protect the entire drivetrain from a rear end collision. These tires are massive, by the way. I don't know what cross section they are, but they look like 305s or a little bit bigger than 305 cross section rear tires. Front tires, they're a lot narrower. In fact, that might be like a 265, 255. They're not very wide in the front. That's really surprising for a supercar. You'd always think that they're going to have front tires that are really wide, but that's not always the case. You get a little bit better turn-in and sharper response by having a little bit narrow tire in the front of the car, where you get way more traction in the back end of the vehicle with a mid-engine design if you have a wider rear tire. So that's what McLaren went with. So yep, this is the auto gallery at McLaren of Beverly Hills. They have a few different vehicles on display, but I really want to just go over basics of all the different vehicles that they offer. So yes, very beautiful cars. Would highly recommend getting a McLaren if you have the money. Otherwise, I'm going to be taking a look at the Ferrari dealership later, and I might have a video up on display later on. Let's take a quick look around this car again before I head off. As you can tell, these are all carbon fiber. I think they're carbon. They're not carbon fiber doors. But you have a Bowers & Wilkins stereo, as you can tell. Plenty of good sound quality, either from the engine or from your audio system, whatever you prefer, based on the occasion. And just like Ferrari, you're going to have baffles in the exhaust to keep it quiet when you want it to be quiet, and when you get on the throttle above half throttle, it'll really open up the valves for a good sound and really exhilarating experience. And by the way, this is the 570S, so this is actually a little bit higher horsepower than the I'm sorry, this is not going to be higher horsepower. The 650S over there is going to be higher horsepower. This is the 570. This is a new model, so this is actually a little bit less expensive than some of the other models that were on display. So yep, all their models are hard to distinguish in some fashion, but they all have similar performance. This is going to be a little bit cheaper because it's the 570, not the 650. So you can still get the same options, just a little bit smaller engine and a few different interior trimmings with the car, but you can still get the same kind of look on the exterior as well. This one has a lot of carbon fiber optioned out on the exterior. So take a look at McLaren of Beverly Hills. I think you'll be really pleased with the products that they offer. Thanks for taking a look at these cars today, and hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.